Okay, Saggy, welcome in. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Feel free to swap around the energies. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher. Let's see what wants to come through. Could be anything, could be about anything. Relationships, career, etc., etc. Spiritual path, whatever wants to show up is going to show up. Oh my God, time to go. Okay, right off the bat, loyal heart. Why? Soulmates. My goodness. Wow. All right. So this time to go one, I do feel like some of you have finally closed the door on an old pattern. And some of you are some of you might be leaving behind a person or a relationship or a situation and not entirely sure why. Some of you might be walking into something and not entirely sure why. This feels a little bit, I mean, this is really kind of lovely actually. But it does feel a little bit like, oh my gosh, what did I do to deserve this, in a very like amazing way. Some of you might have left behind a part of your life and thinking, all right, I'm going to be alone forever. That's not going to happen. All right. That's definitely not going to happen. So let's see. Not if you don't want it to. All right. You're in charge, but if you don't want it to, you're not going to be alone. I do feel like some of you are trying to determine if this person is a twin flame or not. Okay. I feel that really strongly. And this is so interesting. It's almost like you've disappeared from your old life entirely, or from a life that you built and then you knew it was time to leave it. A 9 card. Before I do this, yeah, I'm going to pull some of this Twin Flame Ascension cards, because this is clearly on the level of you choosing a timeline that has to do with a long-term love partnership in a very, very strong way. And I just feel like some of you may have never experienced that. Never experienced this before. Be one with self is underneath. Divine creativity, receiving cosmic intelligence, integration, multi-dimensional healing. Look at you. Surrender, dark night of the soul. So this time to go thing could be like, hey, you've been through a lot of healing. You've been through a lot of dark night. You've been through a lot of this kind of, working with your own energy, doing healing work, everything. It's time now to put your money where your mouth is, Sag. Okay. So instead of, being on your own and doing your spiritual path and all that good stuff, I feel like you have enough. You have come to a place where the timeline is being offered to you for love. I've seen that in readings, in the recent readings about Sagittarius. I've seen this, but never this stark, never this obvious. Okay, what's the reading going to show us? King of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, Page of Cups, 5 of Swords, a lot of learning here, 2 of Pentacles, and that Queen of Cups, the Fool. Look at, you're getting exactly what you want. Wow. King and Queen of Cups. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm going to say that some of you really had to learn what love is by learning through the lens of what love isn't. Yeesh. Some of you have really had a lot of experience with manipulative partners, maybe narcissistic partners, 5 of Swords. Some of you have been dealing with people who are incapable of grown up lifetime partnership kind of thing. Third parties, here we go. So there's just this Four of Pentacles, and it all stems, wow, it all stems from some kind of upbringing where love wasn't demonstrated in a way that was not what's going to be shown to you now. I don't feel like you had that experience growing up. I feel like you were modeled a different kind of love that required this path. Your path was a lot about learning the hard way, learning through experience. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like most people do learn most of the time, or most strongly, through their own experience. I just feel like you've reached some kind of turning point here where you're being offered a timeline that has to do with real love. The Ten of Wands. Why am I saying the Ten of Cups? Okay, well, here's the Ace of Cups. That's definitely, oh, wow. The Star card, healed love. Healed, you've healed some kind of codependency here. Ten of Pentacles. My goodness. The Moon. Full moon in your sign, 2 degrees of Sagittarius, May 23rd. Okay, so pay attention to that date. Oh my God. 10 of Swords. Wow. Magician, Justice, 7 of Wands. You are, do you know you're manifesting this? The one that's missing is the 10 of Cups. Remember when I just said the 10 of Cups? The 10 of Cups is floating over here. Like it's yours for the taking. 10 of Cups. Happy family, happy, happy, joy, joy. It's being offered to you as you're doing your healing work of all these things. This soulmate, this is being offered to you. What is it about? Okay, so I'm seeing this 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. Some of you are putting an end to family generational trauma or generational karma or something like that. You're putting an end to it through your own learning, through your own ability to step into your path, into your life lessons. You're really leaning into it. Some of you might have run away at one point, or try to make yourself small, or whatever the lessons have been for you. But this reading is really for some of you who have leaned into it, and 10 of Swords, and put it to rest. So in other words, these stories of trauma or growth, I don't know, resistors, whatever tried to make you small is going to make you double. I'm just getting this image of like, those lessons were meaningful, and there's definitely the residue of them that is going to come forward in the guise of wisdom. Okay, not in terms of any more pain. I don't think I've ever said that in a reading before. Especially when the 10 of Swords is present. So the moon, full moon in Sagittarius, 2 degrees. Wow. Hermit, wisdom. Wow. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Judgment, Hanged Man, Strength. This is, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 cards here, Major Arcana. Ace of Cups, Star, Moon, Magician, Justice. Things are coming right. Things are going to be coming right. The person that I'm talking about, I feel like this is a pretty specific story. So this may not resonate for every Sag, but I feel like the premise of the reading about going from one phase of your life to another, you're leveling up, you're getting another, you're being offered another timeline. And, you know, what does that look like, right? What does it look like to be offered another timeline? I just feel like you have transmuted the wisdom. The 9 of Wands is all the patterns. You've done the work, or you're doing the work. Okay, becoming the shaman, becoming the healer, the teacher, the guide. And it's like this other person is woken up to the spiritual nature of this relationship. And then there's that Strength card riding up behind you. So this person that you're dealing with is surrendering to you. surrendering to this connection. And it's very balanced. I like this Magician. So this is a 1 and this is an 11. So this is 111 right here. 111, 1111. Do I hear 1111? 111 with this, the Magician and Justice. So Magician is all the aces. Wow. And this Justice card is about things are balanced. This also, Justice also rules the 7th house in the natural chart. So there's Libra energy always in the 7th house, no matter what sign you have it in your personal chart. And Magician is Gemini. Air, a lot of communication. Mercury, a lot of communication. And, you know, Justice is Libra energy ruled by Venus. So this is like not just air. It's not just communication. It's coming from the heart. It's coming from the wellspring of all that is possible. Oh my goodness. 7 of Wands. Somebody is waiting on the other one. One of you is at the starting gate of this timeline and the other one is not. But I feel like this, let's see, let me ask about that. There's something that really has to be put to an end, right? I keep going back to this time to go. And I feel like you have moved forward. It's possible that the person, your twin flame or whoever this is still waiting at the crossroads with that Judgment card and the Hanged Man. I almost feel like, well, let me see about the 7 of Wands. One of us is not ready. Either you or me is not quite ready yet. Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups. So this person, you or them are at the point of making some kind of big decision. So if you are somebody who is, you know, I'm ready for soulmate, I've left behind my lessons, I'm just kind of like waiting and waiting. I'm ready for it. I'm open to it. The other person is coming up behind you. They haven't really, just like this card shows, they haven't really made a full decision yet. This says to me that you are in a very good place emotionally. All 5 tens are here. So there's some kind of completion. There's, you know, you've come to the end of some kind of road and it's time to start a new chapter. This is a new timeline, new opportunities being offered to Sagittarius. New opportunities. 5 of Pentacles. Hierophant, 8 of Swords. Oh yeah. And the 6 of Wands. I just feel like Sagittarius, you are leaving behind some kind of traditional life, or you're going to be with someone who was in a traditional life. And this is going to be a very different experience for them too, right? I feel like they are leaning into their healing too. Leaning into their healing too. So talk to me about timing, because I'm very keyed in on this Sagittarius. Okay. Woo! After you apologize. What? In time for Gemini season. What is that about? Who needs to apologize? What's the apology about? What's the apology about? 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Okay, so one of you, I feel whoever needs to deliver the apology, I feel like it has to do with this holding back. So you might be in a situation where you're like, hey, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move forward. I see my soulmate. I don't see them, but I know that it's coming. I'm ready. I'm open. And they have done some kind of thing that has stopped the connection from coming together. They weren't quite ready. All right. It's like you've been ready for a while. They have not been ready. There's something that they have to do or heal. So they are blocking their heart right now. This person is blocking their heart, but they are ready to move off of a traditional connection that they're in. It's just that there's something else that they need to work on healing. Something else. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Two of Cups, Tower. They can't be, all right, they can't be in this other relationship. For some of you, this person is trying to play two games here. Play a game about, I'm ready for relationship, but I'm really not. I haven't really done all the healing I need to do. Others of you, you're dealing with a person who is not fully able to be fully in relationship with you. So for whatever reason, it almost doesn't matter. The other person isn't quite ready yet. And I feel like that's why we're getting this why, because the soulmate card and the loyal heart is here. Like all the energy is here for this situation that's coming up. And but after you apologize in time for Gemini season, well, Gemini season is happening in a week. What's the apology about? Let's do that. What's the apology about? Okay, I'll use this. It might be different for each one of you, but I'm curious. All right, so what's the apology about here? I keep getting this card of autumn. Fire. Heart chakra. Non-duality. Neither here nor there. This is going to change this fall. Okay, this is going to change this fall. But before we get there, I just feel like one of you, remember I'm talking about a choice, timelines, okay? It's like this life or this life. Okay, like you're going to have a love coming in that is loyal, that is a soulmate love. You get to choose which one of these you want to work with, which lesson you want to work with. There's something like that. I also feel like you're dealing with a soulmate right now who is supposed to be in a state of readiness for this connection. There is an absolute crossroads happening here. I feel like you, Sag, have been standing at this crossroads for a while. And you might still be. After you apologize, we're going to have to go down that road. All right, in time for Gemini season. This is happening right now. So I'm going to go deeper into this reading, this Sag energy, anything more that I can share here, because I just feel like you get right up to the decision and then there's a stop. Sag, you or the other person, you get right up to this decision and then there's a stop. King of Swords again. King of Swords, Magician again. Seven of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, there's some kind of lie. Just saying. I keep getting this after you apologize. Somebody has told a lie. I don't believe it's a dangerous lie. I don't believe it's an unhealthy lie or an evil lie or anything like that. I just feel like someone has not told the full truth. And so this manifestation is kind of getting derailed because there's some lack of truth here. And we're going to go into that deeper. There's some lack of truth here. Maybe as it relates to money, as it relates to work, or something like that. There is definitely a lie at the heart of this. And it does feel to me like it could go up in flames. It could explode. All right. It could definitely blow up in your face. Two of Cups. There's something that could blow up in your face. All right. So I'm going to go deeper. King of Swords is very honest and straightforward, why it makes no sense to me that there is a lie around the King of Swords. The only thing that makes sense to me is the feeling that you might be you might have feelings already for this person and they do too, but they'll be damned if they're going to tell you. They do not want to tell you. This can also be wanting to run away, right? This is like time to go, wanting to run away from some kind of past experience and not really deal with it. All right, we're going to keep going. This is for Sag. Oh my gosh. Standing at a crossroads. Link is below if you want to continue on. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.